I don't have love, then what will I be? If I'm not your love, then what will I be? If I don't have love, then what will I be? Oh, and if I'm not your love, I don't wanna put you down this time and forget about every what we found. I don't wanna lose it all this time and forget about every what we found. I don't wanna put you down this time and forget about every what we found. I don't wanna lose it all this time.
Johnny went out walking and he hitched for a ride. He came across a pretty girl who took him inside. Johnny asked the pretty girl if he could take her hand. She became his wife and they bought a piece of land. Well, they raised up a family and they raised up the wood. They built their first cottage and it held like it should. Johnny told the pretty girl, "Darling, I love you so." She looked back at Johnny and said, "Johnny boy, I know, I know." And we all shine a light, little darling. We all want someone. We're all afraid of tomorrow just a little. We all dance circles around the sun till it's done. You're the one. Johnny went out one day with a shotgun by his side. His family, they didn't trust him to keep him all alive. He stumbled upon a black bear and knocked down his gun. Johnny couldn't reach it, so he fixed up to run. The bear caught up to Johnny, knocked him to the ground. Johnny thought of his little girl and he beat that bear down. Well, the moral of the story, if there's a woman by his side, there's nothing that a man won't do just to stay alive, stay alive. And we all shine a light, little darling. We all want someone. We're all afraid of tomorrow just a little. We all dance circles around the sun. And we all shine a light, little darling. We all want someone. We're all afraid of tomorrow just a little. And we all dance circles around the sun till it's done. And you're the one.
I've loved you the same this whole time, so tell me, what's on your mind? And I'm not here to hear you say you're fine. I can take the pain you hold inside. I wanna know, wanna see it. Can I feel your grip tonight? Can't get this off my mind. Does it only control you? Let me in, I'll help you out. I won't lose you this time. Can I feel your grip tonight? Can I feel your grip tonight? You think you're too far, but I'm where you are, you know. I said I won't leave your side. They left you bare, but I'm begging you still in my eyes for you. Yeah, I give my life. And I'm not here to hear you say you're fine. I can take the pain you hold inside. I wanna know, wanna see it. Can I feel your grip tonight? Can't get this off my mind. Does it only control you? Let me in, I'll help you out. I won't lose you this time.
Good afternoon or good evening, folks. We're just having a few issues right now, so we're going to have a 15-minute-ish wait time before the start of the Jackpot show. So you got a 15-minute extra cushion here before our usual start time of 5. We're just trying to get all the little details figured out, but we will be hopefully starting in 15 minutes to 20 minutes time.
I wanna know, wanna see it. Can I feel your grip tonight? Can't get this off my mind. Does it only control you? Let me in, I'll help you out. I won't lose you this time. what you wanted, baby, to find you weren't willing to try. Babe, your heart, it wanders, looking for a reason to find yourself with something left you could try. If I placed what I have in your heart, believing be enough, would you pull me closer to your side? It was the first time you felt just a little bit of something, baby. I felt believing I'd fly. Yeah, I found a reason to give you just enough of what you wanted, baby, to find you were willing to try. Honey, tell me what you need. Oh, they've been talking, we've been walking so far apart. Oh, if I could turn the seasons and show you ways to love with reason, we'd fall so hard. It was the first time you felt just a little bit of something, baby. I felt believing I'd fly. Yeah, I found a reason to give you just enough of what you wanted, baby, to find you were willing to try. It was the first time you felt just a little bit of something, baby. I felt believing I'd fly. I found a reason to give you just enough of what you wanted, baby, to find you were willing to try. To love and be loved. To love and be loved. To love and be loved. It was the first time you felt just a little bit of something, baby, and I felt believing I'd fly. Yeah, I found a reason to give you just enough of what you wanted, baby, to find you weren't willing to try.
Every day brings new light to help us on our way. Always taking my breath, whether sun or rain. The wind will carry us over that horizon we see is getting closer. This is why we live, for moments like this. This is why we live, for moments like this, yeah.
up to a mountain, followed a bird up there, 'cause I found me a woman who treated me unfair. And I woke to the sunrise, remembered an awful dream of lightning and thunder, and hearing someone scream. Trouble finds you and worry, it sticks around until you're dead. Once you found a little darling, and she takes over your head. And I see when it was blowing, I had to find me a hole for to climb in and live forevermore. And I heard voices calling in my delirious state, saying something out in Spanish. That's when I went insane. Trouble finds you and worry, it sticks around until you're dead. Once you found a little darling, and she takes over your head. Well, I came back down from that mountain. I had to get me a job, working behind the counter, selling gas and soda pop. One afternoon I was bothered because those thoughts never end. Now they just sent me back up onto that mountain again. Trouble finds you and worry, it sticks around till you're dead. Once you found a little darling, and she takes over your head. Trouble finds you and worry, it sticks around until you're dead. Once you found a little darling, and she takes over your head.
Okay, this is the 10-minute warning. 10 minutes, and we will be ready to go. So, just waiting on one last person to make their arrival.
Running down Thompson Ridge in old blue jeans. A triple backflip off a rusted tire swing. Broken arm and trophy scars. Oh, that's one hell of a way to win a heart. It might kill him before we're done. At least it keeps us young. Young like summer nights, dancing around in circles, bathing in the moonlight. Young when you fall so fast, busy being 17 and hoping this love lasts. It might kill us before we're done. Love keeps us young. He was smoking those cigarettes down by the dock and racing my dad's Corvette against the clock. A 1950 classic red, that slow Patron buzz in our head. It might kill me before we're done. At least it keeps us young. Young like
All right, folks, so just before we begin, we'd like to thank a lot of our volunteers today. We've got Riley and Cassidy Chalik as our ring people, as well as Jamie Ray Pittman, Crystal Fisk, and Aaron Steen helping out as our marshals. You know, it's very important that we have volunteers because, you know, crabs never volunteer because they're shellfish.
Well, let me tell you a little something about me. When it's Saturday night, I need to blow off some steam. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I've been holding it in since o'clock in Monday morning. From the end of the week, I'm about to blow. Breeze walking to the honky tonk like a pack of wolves now. Order up a round of shots and it's away we go. It's a throw down, get down. Order up another round of shots. Turn, get drunk, get some, have fun. Get into some trouble, baby, like it or not. I'm a Jim Beam, drinking big, singing la 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 la, dancing machine. Been a hell of a week and I need to blow off some steam. Look at those. Got to blow off some steam for blow up. I got to blow off some steam for blow up. I've been holding it in through the whole work week. Now it's Saturday night and I'm about to blow. So come on now, man, and play me none of them slow songs. I need boots, scooting, bar, burning, hell, raising, get up and go songs. But give me something hot, just give me all you got. Now let's give old Luke Miller a try. Go ahead. Well, it's a throw down, get down, order up another round of shots. Turn and get drunk, get some, have fun, get into some trouble.
We'd like to make a big thank you to Bullseye Feeds for sponsoring the ice cream social. That's just backed by the picture backdrop. If you're feeling a little bit peckish, your generous support adds a sweet touch to our event and helps bring the community together. Please join us in showing our appreciation to Bullseye Feeds for their commitment to the Olds Regional Exhibition and summer synergy and community spirit.
If I had a car, we'd drive down to the ocean. You call it Elmore, and we'd lay out in the sand. And if the sun was shining, I'd cover you with lotion. Talk about the fine things and forget the second hand. Oh, Maria, dance a little closer. Close your eyes and don't say anything. Don't believe the sirens on Figueroa. Just listen to Carmelita sing Las Mañanitas, Sweet Maria. If I had a plane, we'd fly to Costa Rica, land atop a mountain, and look down on the world. And I'd learn to speak Spanish, we'd call me Rica, and everything would vanish that we didn't want in our world. Oh, Maria, dance a little closer, close your eyes, and don't say anything. Don't believe the sirens on Figueroa. Just listen to Carmelita sing Las Mañanitas, Sweet Maria. If I wasn't me, I wouldn't blow my money on cocaine mariachi. We could do all that kind of stuff, and maybe I'd never worry that you weren't gonna love me, that I'd wake up and find you burned, 'cause I didn't have enough for you, Maria. Dance a little closer, close your eyes, and don't say anything. Don't believe the sirens on Figueroa. Just listen to Carmelita sing Las Mañanitas. Oh, Maria, dance a little closer. Close your eyes, don't say anything. Don't believe the sirens on Figueroa. Just listen to Carmelita sing Las Mañanitas, Sweet Maria.
Alrighty, folks, we are now ready to begin our Jackpot show. With our first class in the junior yearling heifers, we've got 3 splits for junior yearling heifers. In the first class, entering in first is entry number 900, CD Dixie Erica 4141, exhibited by Sienna Borison. Entry number 901, Mojo, exhibited by Wyatt Wunsch. Entry number 902, DGB Copperstone Juno 4M, exhibited by Parker Davis. Entry number 903, Fairland Essence 10M, exhibited by Reed Howell. We've got 4 heifers in this first split of junior yearling heifers. I think we'll take the time now to introduce our judge of today. Our Jackpot Show judge is Landon Schutz. Landon Schutz is a dedicated advocate for youth in agriculture and a proud member of his family's operation, Schutz Cattle Company, located outside of Stony Plain, Alberta, alongside his parents, Colin and Brandy, and siblings, Haley and Brody. They raise purebred shorthorns and a select group of club calves. Their program markets females in the 4S Company sale each December, which is the longest running shorthorn sale in Canada. And they recently launched the Bred for Banners Prospect Heifer sale each October, with bulls also available by private treaty in the spring. Landon holds an associate's degree from Connors State College and a bachelor's degree in animal science from Texas Tech University, where he was a member of both schools' nationally competitive livestock evaluation teams and meat judging teams at Texas Tech University as well. This fall, he will begin graduate school focusing on animal reproduction to work towards becoming an embryologist. So thank you very much to Landon Schutz for judging today, as well as helping out a lot with the judging program, or the judging competition that took place earlier this afternoon. So a round of applause for our judge, Landon Schutz. It's time to thank some of our sponsors for today. We'd like to extend a heartfelt thank you to the Calgary Stampede, a proud sponsor of the Summit Synergy Show and a major contributor to youth development through scholarships, and their continued support plays a vital role in helping us recognize excellence, reward hard work, and create opportunities for the next generation of agriculture leaders. From the show ring to the classroom, the Calgary Stampede's commitment to youth, agriculture, and education is deeply appreciated. Please join us in thanking the Calgary Stampede for their incredible partnership and support. We're also proud to recognize our long-standing partner, Olds College of Agriculture and Technology, a leader in ag innovation and education right here in our community. Their support of the Olds Regional Exhibition and youth programming runs deep. Olds College has been an incredible supporter of Summer Synergy, and this year generously provided the cow-calf pairs and yearlings for judging from their highly successful Workland School of Agriculture Red Angus program. We're proud to work alongside such a forward-thinking institution, and please join us in thanking Olds College of Agriculture and Technology for their unwavering commitment to agriculture, youth, and community. And now we'll have comments on our first class from Judge Schutz.
Well, good evening, everyone. I'm really excited to be out here tonight for the show. We got a great facility here and a lot of hard work put in behind the scenes from all our volunteers and workers to make this go on. And I hope you guys have been having a really good week so far and are getting lots out of your week, and that's what it's all about. I've sure enjoyed myself doing the judging camp stuff over in the other building the last few days. And I'm pumped up to be out here tonight to look at the cattle as well and keep working with this good set of kids. And we start off in Class 1. I think just kind of a combination heifer, just with her muscularity and just her silhouette and lines most fit what I'm going to be looking for going into the show this evening. In her own night, her neck set, just her top line integrity and how her tail sits into her is all very good, and she does it with an awesome rib and a good shape to her. If I could upgrade her and make her a 10 out of 10, I would smooth her out in her shoulder just a touch and let her hinge out of her hock a little more freer, but good muscular August-born cow prospect for you to start off. I thought it was a close call here between 2 and 3. Both heifers could be fresher for me, but I just like the femininity and extension of the Hereford to kind of split the pair there. That's a long-hipped, a nice fronted kind of a heifer who's comfortable on her feet and legs, but just compared to the one ahead, I didn't read her to have the same shape or barrel throughout. I had a good in her lines kind of Hereford female to go second. I told the young man in third, there's no doubt the black heifer in third's a tank. Just huge bodied, bold and thick throughout. For me to switch the pair, I need to freshen her up and free her out of her hind leg. But a good broody cow prospect. I wish the young man all the best with him down the road. Young man, there's still lots to like about your blaze face heifer next. She's feminine and refined, sound on her feet and legs, and good-footed with refined teeth structure. Just compared to the cattle ahead, not the same boldness and rib throughout. But a nice set to start us off. My compliments to all 4 of you.
Thank you, Judge Schutz. In our first class of junior yearling heifers in our Jackpot show, in first place was entry number 900, CD Dixie Erica from Sienna Borison. Second place was entry number 902, DGB Copperstone Juno 4M from Parker Davis. In third place was entry number 903, Fairland Essence 10M from Reed Howell. And fourth in class was entry number 901, Mojo from Wide Wunsch. We're immediately going to move into our second split of junior yearling heifers. In first is entry number 904, CML Pearl 442M from Aubrey Fraser. Entry number 905, Boss Lake Miss L 415M from Brooklyn Bolter. Entry number 906, Boss Lake Miss Passion 414M from Bryn Yoder. Entry number 907, Edensville Melody Blossom 17M from Jolene Wunsch. This class ranges has heifers from March 3rd all the way to February 7th, and Judge Landon Schutz, your class is complete. Also in the ring with Landon today is our top placer of the judging clamp, Sawyer Pohl, young junior who is competing in the Summer Synergy, is going to be the associate judge for today, and so we'll maybe hear from Sawyer later on in one of our reasons classes, but congratulations to Sawyer for helping out judging today. Take the time to thank another one of our sponsors, and we're proud to welcome and recognize a valued partner in our community. Future Ag is the official equipment sponsor of the Olds Regional Exhibition. We've recently signed an exciting new agreement to rename our facilities in partnership with this outstanding local provider. Future Ag has been a steadfast supporter of our organization, and we are thrilled to continue growing together. Keep an eye out for news releases coming soon, and be sure to check out the all-new equipment soon to be on site at ORE. Please join us in thanking Future Ag for their continued commitment to agriculture, community, and the future of ORE. We'd also like to have a big thank you to Lamley's Western Wear and Tack, a proud partner of Summer Synergy and a longtime supporter of youth in agriculture. Lamley's has been a consistent champion of our program, helping recognize and reward the hard work and dedication of young competitors. Their support goes far beyond sponsorship. It's a commitment to the Western way of life and the future of our industry. Please join us in thanking Lamley's Western Wear for being such a valued and generous partner. And just one more quick reminder, folks, if you're looking for a nice tasty treat, Bullseye Feeds has their ice cream bar at the very back, just over by the picture backdrop. So go grab yourself a cone or an ice cream sandwich or whatever they've got on offer back there, and make sure you cool off on a nice summer day. And for all of our photography competitors in our Summer Synergy show, our official photographer and official photography judge, Tia Schramm, will be giving her judging comments at the completion of the Jackpot show. So if you'd like to, as well as announcing who our photography winners are, so if you're interested in hearing about how the photography competition was judged and who the winners are, be sure to come ringside at the completion of the Jackpot show. Thank you very much.
Hardest thing that lovers do, knowing when to win and when to lose. hardest thing that lovers do, knowing when to win and when to lose. If I call you bluff.
A thank you to Jamie Ray Pittman, Crystal Fisk, and Aaron Steen for helping us in the back, making sure all of our cattle in the correct order as our marshalers for today. Takes a lot of volunteers to make this show happen, and so we thank them very much for giving their time to be our marshalers for the day.
Well, I heard it through the wire that the world's gonna catch on fire. The stakes couldn't get any higher, and we're finally growing tired. They will come in the night with the moon overhead shining bright. Riders on their fatal line, throwing shadows in the night.
What a tremendous class, right down the line. My compliments to all four of you for getting your heifers capably shown and looking their best out there. My compliments. We got three here in front of me who are really high quality. I'd be proud to have raised any of them, and I'd love to own and breed off of any of the three. I thought the two black heifers ahead of me were just a bit fresher than the Charlet and a bit looser out of their hind leg to work up in the top pair. Both heifers are zipper fronted, good in their top line integrity and where their tail head sits in, and good footed underneath and comfortable on their feet and legs. Where I split the difference was the black heifer right here from the side. I thought she was a shot longer hipped than the heifer in second. And when we get behind the cattle, I thought she was just a bit more genuine in where her pin sat and hawk to ground sat, leaving. But two higher end heifers to start us off. Young lady, you got an awesome heifer to land third. Of the set, that could be the bull maker out here. And she does it with a maternal look and with the neck set and top line integrity of the cattle above. But like I said, where I get critical of her, I just like to freshen her up, just 2 shots, and free her up out of her 2 ankles walking away. But love just the broody, cowy look and dimension of your heifer. Just need to freshen her up a shot. Young lady, you're doing great with Penny. That's another strong top, thick made heifer, but compared to the heat above, just a longer toed heifer with some extra throat that I'd like to soften back to her flank. But a good set here. We're definitely heating up.
Thank you, Judge Schutz. First place in our second split of junior yearling heifers is entry number 906, Boss Lake Miss Passion, 414M from Bryn Yoder. Second place was entry number 905, Boss Lake Miss L, 415M from Brooklyn Bolter. In third place was entry number 904, CML Pearl, 442M from Aubrey Fraser. And fourth in class was entry number 907, Edensville Melody Blossom, 17M from Jolene Wunsch. Now immediately into our third and final split of junior yearling heifers. In first is entry number 908, Red Oats Miss 28M from Lane Steen. Entry number 910, BCC Lady Wren 4102 from Landon Brandel. Entry number 911, Fisk Susie Q 415M from Blake Fisk. And finally in the class is entry number 56, Black Alley from Wyatt Blisky. We've got 4 heifers in our final split here, ranging from February 1st all the way to February 4th. And Judge Schutz, your class is complete. We'd like to recognize and thank Cam Clark Ford, a valued partner of the Olds Regional Exhibition and a strong supporter of youth in agriculture. Their commitment to community and leadership development shines through their continued sponsorship of this program. Whether it's in the arena or out on the road, Cam Clark Ford stands behind the next generation of agriculture leaders. Please go see Wayne Burgess and the team at Cam Clark Ford in Olds for your next ride. They'll get you set up right, and let's give a big thank you to Cam Clark Ford for their ongoing support and partnership. All right, folks, it's the last call for ice cream at the Bullseye Feeds Ice Cream Social. That's just at the back at the table there by the Summer Synergy banner. So if you're looking for a nice, tasty treat, be sure to head over to Bullseye Feeds. And a big thank you to them for sponsoring the Ice Cream Social. Their generous support adds a sweet touch to our event and helps brings the community together. And please join us in showing our appreciation to Bullseye Feeds once again for their commitment to Olds Regional Exhibition, Summer Synergy, and community spirit. a big thank you to Buck Thompson for all the things he does at ORE, but for in particular for the Jackpot Show for being our ringman of today.
We got a competitive class of 4 here. I think bar none, just the most trade-offs down the line, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'd expect a few of you guys ringside to gravitate to each and every one of the cattle down the line for different things. But I think the easiest decision of the class was to go ahead and start the young ladies heifer here, Susie in front of me. And she does an awesome job showing her. I'd expect her to be competitive in showmanship tomorrow as well. And she presents Susie with a fresh, soft hair coat, and I appreciate that. And that, along with her color, just caps off her presence, an attractive look and silhouette that she gives off out here. In her own right, that's a real nice-headed, high-necked heifer who's loose in her top line. Tail head sits in just right, and she matches it at the ground with a big set of feet and a comfortable hock and ankle behind. So good job to her. I thought of the remaining 3. I just gravitated to the Red Angus's, just femininity, freshness, and extension from the side. I had a high appraisal of her lines, young man. They very closely emulate the winner ahead. I just thought comparatively, even though she's not blessed with the hair coat of the heifer ahead, I didn't think there was quite the barrel and thickness underneath it as well to keep her back in second. Closest to the class here for me are in 3 and 4, no doubt. I just like the stoutness of feature and flexibility out of the hock and ankle. The blaze face heifer here's young man. That's a super muscular, wide-based, powerful heifer who just compared to the 2 ahead, like I said, I want to see her a bit more feminine there through her head and neck and just drop her back softer to her flank from there back. But a nice presented, stout-made, muscular heifer to go 3rd. The heifer in 4th, no doubt the best 4th place that we've had all day so far. Just super broody and maternal in her look with a nice head shape and neck set. I just thought of the cattle out here in this set. She was the most criticizable in her hind leg. Heifer, I'd just like to amp up in her foot size and loosen out of her hind leg to work up. But my compliments to all 4 of you. I wish you the best down the road. Let's give them all a round of applause.
And thank you, Judge Schutz. First place from our 3rd and final split of the junior yearling heifers is entry number 911, Fisk Susie Q, 415M from Blake Fisk. In 2nd place is entry number 908, Red Oats Miss, 228M from Lane Steen. In 3rd place is entry number 56 from Black Ali from Y. Beliski. And 4th in class was entry number 910, BCC Lady Wren, 4102 from Landon Brandel. And so we will be looking for now our championship of our junior yearling heifers. They should be coming in just a few short moments. Well, thank you. And so now we are here for our Junior Yearling Heifer Championship. First in is entry number 900, our first place from our first split. CD Dixie Erica 4141 from Sienna Borison. Our first place from our second split, entry number 906, Boss Lake Miss Passion 414M, exhibited by Bryn Yoder. And our first place from our third split, entry number 911, Fisk Susie Q 415M from Blake Fisk. And then we have our second places from the first split is entry number 902, DGB Copperstone Juno 4M from Parker Davis. From our second split is entry number 905, Boss Lake Miss L 415M from Brooklyn Bolter. And from our third split is entry number 908, Red Oats Miss 28M from Lane Steen. So this is our championship junior yearling heifer class, and Judge Landon Schutz and Sawyer Poole, your class is complete.
What an impressive 6 head of heifers we have out here. I think all are going to make great cow prospects. My compliments to you all. I'll just go through here quick with my front line of firsts here in front of me and just run down and break them down a bit more on what I see. If you want to get beat, I want you to know why. And we started off with the August Black heifer here in Class 1 who just came out for just her combination of just her muscularity and power with her lines and profile shot that she draws from her side. Just a super thick-made, big-barreled heifer who's broad in the shape over her back and genuine in her width from behind. Compared to both heifers to my left, she could be just a bit smoother made in terms of just her shoulder shape and how she uses her hock and ankle. But I like her moderation, and I like her stoutness and power with a good presence real well. The young lady here in Class 2, your heifer is just striking is the best way to describe it. Just her femininity, her lines, and freshness looks real high rent out here. And I like her length of hip and just her shoulder set and laid to her knee. I think it's as good as any out here. And with that, she does it with a genuine base width and more than enough shape to complement it. And she's very capably shown as well, as is the heifer here that follows. Young lady, Susie's advantages over the black heifer ahead of me. She is stouter featured, she is wider pinned, and just a bit bolder throughout. But where she falls short is she's just not as fresh as the heifer ahead, or dropped back quite as soft into her flank, but another high rent, good looking animal. I think there's 3 out here that are kind of in the mix. I like the young lady here in the middle to win. Young lady here, can you please pull your heifer up, and I'll take a second look here for reserve.
So our champion junior yearling heifer is entry number 906, Boss Lake Miss Passion from Bryn Yoder. And entry number, and our reserve is entry number 905, Boss Lake Miss L 415M from Brooklyn Bolter. Apologies, that's a lie. He's putting that in for the chance.
I think it gets close here for reserve. I think these are the 2 heifers to decide between, and that's no dig at the other 4. I just read these 2 to be the closest to elite in terms of just their balance and the way they fit together from the side. Young lady here with the more black heifer in front of me. I like your heifer more than the one behind her, and just the thinness to her neck and the freshness of her composition. And the heifer behind, she's just a bit more powerful throughout, and I think it gets real close. I'm going to go with the heifer in the middle. I think she most closely emulates my champion and just her balance and silhouette and lines from the side to be reserved.
And your reserve junior champion is entry number 905, Boss Lake Miss L 415M from Brooklyn Bolter. Now we are into our first split of senior yearling heifers. Our first entry in is entry number 912, Rust Miss Beauty 422M from Riley Borison. Our second heifer is entry number 913, Terron Jaybird 64M from Casey Adams. Entry number 80, Riverfront Rosebud 432M from Paisley Robertson. And entry number 914, CFRPCC Black Reputation 237M from Tulsa Smith. These heifers range in age from January 31st to January 17th. And Judge Schutz and Pohl, your class is complete. We'd like to take a moment to recognize the Town of Olds, a proud partner of the Olds Regional Exhibition and a dedicated supporter of the Summer Synergy program. We work closely with the Town of Olds based on mutual respect and a shared commitment to growth and community. Their ongoing support helps create opportunities for youth and strengthens the foundation of our region. Please join us in thanking the Old Town of Olds for their outstanding partnership and dedication to our shared future. Also like to take some time to thank some of our other helpful volunteers as well as workers here today. I'd like to thank Renee Thompson for being my, clerk, our clerk of today, as well as I'd like to thank our DLMS crew to my right. They're not only entertaining me, but they're also entertaining all of you online with great video coverage. Also, a quick thank you to Janet Kerr, who is also helping out with clerking and being our spreadsheet guru for today.
We keep them coming with another great class of 4, and we got lots of quality and lots of power all the way down the line. My compliments to all 4 of you. I wish you the best with your show heifers down the road. But there's no doubt, just the look from the side here is my favorite of the young mans that I lead off of. She's Cadillac, and just how her neck sits onto her shoulder, how her shoulder's laid back with her knee set in just right there. And from there back, she's super impressive, and just the sweep to her underline, the length of her hip, and the posture to her hind leg. The toughest of critics may say she's a little loose in her back, but it definitely comes with the territory to have that much barrel and just to be that problem-free, free moving on the road with that kind of foot shape. We'll see her back out here in a bit. One of the closest decisions of the day for me was right here between 2 and 3. You know, if you told me they were related, I'd believe you, because I think just their lines and silhouette are quite alike. I'd like to make a bit both of them a shot fresher in their condition, but where I split the tie, as I thought the young lady here in second's heifer from the rear view was just a bit more dimensional and genuine in her width from pin set down to ground. A good, broody, powerful heifer who, compared to the one ahead, just doesn't have the same freshness or eliteness in her look from the side. Like I said, the heifer in third very, very closely emulates the heifer in second, and just her lines, her broodiness, and her body depth. But and compared to the heifer in second, she does flow smoother out of her shoulder and transitions into a bolder forerib. But where I beat her is from the rear view. A heifer I didn't think moved quite as freely out of her rear structure, and would like to give her a shot more dimension as well. Young lady, your heifer is awesome closing. Just looks like a super muscular cow prospect that's going to go out and thrive on pasture with just her body and flesh and foot structure. Out here in the big ring today, I just need a bit more eye appeal and femininity through that front 1/3 to work you up. But you did an awesome job. I expect you to do well in showmanship tomorrow morning.
Thank you, Judge Schutz. In first place in our first split of senior yearling heifers is entry number 912, Rust Miss Beauty 422M from Riley Borison. In second place is entry number 80, Riverfront Rosebud 432M, exhibited by Paisley Robertson. In third place is entry number 913, Terron Jaybird 64M from Casey Adams. And in fourth place was entry number 914, CFRP CC Black Reputation 237M from Tulsa Smith. Now into our second split of senior yearling heifers. First in is entry number 915, RF Scream from Abby Ransier. Entry number 916, Red BCC Renee 435 from Winton Brandel. Entry number 917, Lucky Charms from Kirby Wunsch. And entry number 918, US Long Lash 3M from McKenna Webster. We've got heifers from January 17th all the way to January 12th, and our second split of senior yearling heifers is complete for Judge Landon Schutz. We're proud to recognize Mountain View County, a valued partner of the Olds Regional Exhibition and a strong supporter of the Summer Synergy program. We work closely with Mountain View County, built on mutual respect and a shared vision for community growth and agriculture success. Their support plays a crucial role in nurturing youth and strengthening the agriculture heritage of our region, and please join us in thanking Mountain View County for their continued partnership and commitment to our shared future.
That's my folks call home. And on to Carolina, place where I was born. Good morning, Music City. I've got a song for you. And God Almighty Lord paid my dues. And God, I paid my dues from Mississippi on to Alabama, from Louisiana on to Texarkana. I'm getting a little too good, Lord, singing these old blues. Good God Almighty Lord paid my dues. Well, that Motel 6 in Austin has really gone downhill, but not as bad as my backseat where I stayed in Amarillo. Not much further to California, just a couple one-night stands, and I'm wrapped up in my baby's arms again. Good God, I paid my dues from Albuquerque on to Arizona, from Boulder City up to Idaho. I'm getting a little too good, Lord, singing these old blues. Good God Almighty, Lord, paid my dues. Good God, I paid my dues from Ensenada up to Washington. Hell, I ain't saying I ain't had some fun, but I'm getting a little too good.
Another nice set in the senior division. We got two real promising cow prospects to start it off. Where I'd made the class-winning decision is the black heifer. It's just a bit more muscular in dimension, and she complements it with a softer ankle underneath to start off, and a good top pair of heifers. In her own right, her neck set, just the way her top line and bottom line sits in her is all very good, and she does it with big feet and is comfortable at the ground. Young lady, if I could change her, I would just tighten her up a little in her throat and chest line. And going forward, she's not too fat by any means, but I would just say to hold her about right there where she is and kind of coast her here into the end, because she's about where I'd like her maxed out. But a good, powerful heifer who complements it with a maternal look. Young man, your heifer's right on the money, right there looking at her. She's as impressive as any out here. Just her femininity and extension. I love her head shape to go along with it. Is all awesome. Where I get critical of her, she's not quite as dimensional and bold as the heifer ahead. And like I said, I would just like to soften her up in the way her rear ankle hits the dirt and just flex it a little softer there compared to the heifer I start. But like I said, her femininity, her lines, and just her silhouette from the side, I had a high appraisal of to go second. We got two heifers here that are trade-offs, definitely, between 3 and 4. I like just the freshness and levelness of lines of the baldy heifer here of the young ladies to go third. She's a little tall for me. I'd like to moderate her, just give her a bit more rib and flesh going into production. But no doubt, striking presence with just her lines and femininity to go third. Young man, there's still lots to like about your heifer in 4th. She just looks like she's going to go out and sustain herself as a cow with her moderation, body, and flesh. Where I get critical of her as the longer-toed heifer just doesn't have the eye appeal of the heifers ahead. But you do an awesome job showing Lucky Charms there to close us out. My compliments to you.
Thank you, Judge Schutz. In first place in our second split of senior yearling heifers is entry number 915, RF Scream 4128 from Abby Ransier. In second place is entry number 916, Red BCC Renee 435 from Winton Brandel. In third place is entry number 918, US Longlash 3M from McKenna Webster. And in fourth place was entry number 917, Lucky Charms from Kirby Wunsch. We're now in our third and final split of the senior yearling heifers, and our final split of heifers on today. First in is entry number 919, Mater Violet 84M from Hawken Mater. Entry number 920, CD Linda 4200M from Darren Walker. Entry number 922, KFC Delta 20M from Mira Webster. 3 heifers in this class from January 11th to January 3rd, and Judge Schutz, your class is complete.
A nice class to close us out. It's real close at the top here between two broody cow prospects. Both are big ribbed, bold made, and thick throughout, and comfortably structured on their feet and legs. Where I split the difference, the baldy heifer in front of me, she's a little longer necked, and I like the smoothness of her shoulder to split the pair over the black heifer in second. I like just the maternal look from the side of your heifer, young man. Her neck cocks out of her shoulder just right, just her looseness of spine and comfort, like I said, on her feet and legs, packed together with a big belly and a maternal head and cocky neck to cap it off. Good job to you. I wish you the best down the road. A young man in second, like I said, your heifer's right there on the mark with the one ahead. She's muscular, she's big-footed. I love the spacing of her hooves and the set to her ankle. Where I get critical of her, like I said, compared to my class winner, a heifer that's just a little shorter neck, doesn't flow out of her shoulder quite as smoothly and flat as the one ahead. But I appreciate how well you show your heifer and just how well you got her clipped and fitted in. Young lady, your heifer is very capably shown as well. My compliments to you. Your heifer is thick, muscular throughout, and stout-featured, big-footed for a speckle park. Where I get critical of her, so I just like to freshen her and make her more feminine through her front third and drop her back to her flank a bit softer to give her the same balance. But a nice cow prospect to close us out. My compliments to you all. Let's give them a round of applause.
So our final split of senior yearling heifers, in first place was entry number 920, CD Linda 4200M from Darren Walker. Second in class was entry number 919, Mater Violet 84M from Hawken Mater. And third in class is entry number 922, KFC Delta 20M from Mira Webster. So now we're just getting set up for our grand champion senior yearling heifer class. So first in to our champion senior yearling heifer class is entry number 912, Rust Miss Beauty 422M from Riley Borison. From our second split, entry number 915, RF Scream 4128 from Abby Rancier. And from our third split, entry number 920, CD Linda 4200M from Darren Walker. And then our second place is in those first few splits. In our first split, entry number 80, Riverfront Rosebud 432M from Paisley Robertson. In our second split, entry number 916, Red BCC Renee 435 from Winton Brandel. And in our third split, entry number 919, Mater Violet 84M from Hawken Mater. So our grand champion senior yearling heifer class. Our grand and reserve will then vie for our championship of our Jackpot yearling heifers. So for judges Landon Schutz and Sawyer Pohl, our winner of our judging camp yesterday, your class is complete.
What a tremendous senior division here to kind of round out our classes of the show before we bring the division champs in for the drive. And I was very impressed with just the depth of all three of these classes in the senior division. We set some good cattle back to the barn. The differences were very close and minute. So if you did land a couple spots out of coming back out here, definitely keep with it, and I wish you the best with your cattle down the road, because definitely with time, things can change with just how even these cattle are managed and developed and belly down as bred heifers. I'm not ignorant to the fact that things can change in a hurry when we consider all of those things. But today, I'm really impressed. These 6 cattle that made it out here, they're out here for a reason. And I'll kind of just walk down here and talk real quick and just let you know what I see bringing them all back out here. We started off in class 1, and she rose to the top quick just for how she presents herself right here where I'm standing right now. Just her balance and silhouette and striking look from the side is what brought her to the top of the line in class 1. That's an exceptionally structured heifer, and just the set to her shoulder and knee, and draws back long and level with a very correct hock, ankle, and foot pastern underneath, just to cap off a maternal show prospect that looks like she's going to go out and work for the young man. We followed her up with what I said was just a tank of a female in second. We can all see just how broody she is, huge ribbed and very dimensional and thick from behind. And she still complements it and matches with a nice neck set and a correct posture to her hip and hind leg, where I got critical of her as she's not as fresh as the heifer ahead, or I didn't read her as elite out of her hip and hind leg as well to sit back into second. We came back in class 2, and a real just muscular bull maker kind of a prospect who still is correct in her angles and maternal in her look. I said in class, I think it still holds true out here compared to the heifer on her right, just a heifer that's not as feminine in her head and neck, but just like her fundamentals, we get to behind the cattle. She's as dimensional and as genuine as any of them out here, and just her power and punch. We followed her up, kind of like the perfect counter in second, with just an extended feminine heifer who's real clean in her lines and draws a nice silhouette from the side. I said in class, I think compared relatively to cattle out here, a heifer that just gets outmassed and ribbed a little bit. I like to free her up on her rear ankle as well. We came out next with class 3, and as close of a pair as we've seen all day. I split the difference in the front third, and just the smoothness of shoulder and neck length of the blaze face to start, and she complements it with an awesome underline balance with a loose spine and a good set of feet under, where I get critical of her as she could be squared up in her hock and cleaner in her brisket, but a nice heifer for the young man. I wish you the best down the road with her. I followed up with a close second with a heifer in second, who's very capably shown, well presented. She upgrades my class winner and just her squareness from hock to ground. I said in class, and it still holds true out here, her hoof shape is awesome. Just the spacing of her toes, they all point forward, where I got critical of her in a tight pair compared to the blaze heifer behind me. Just not the same neck length or smoothness of shoulder into her forerib to stay a close second. But my compliments to you, young man, as well. I wish you the best down the road. I'm not a poker player by any means. I like the heifer in class 1 real good. I talked her up, and she's going to win the division to be our champion. Young lady, I will pull your heifer in here. Take a look for reserve. We pull the heifer second in class 1 out here, and I like her broodiness and just her body in total, just fundamentals in her feet and leg structure. She could be fresher for me, and that's where she kind of falls out of the race. I like the heifer here out of Class 2 that won to be reserve. My compliments to all of you with very promising prospects. I wish you the best down the road.
So our grand champion senior yearling heifer is entry number 912, Rust Miss Beauty from Riley Borison. And reserve is entry number 915, RF Scream 4128 from Abby Rancier. They will stay in the ring, and we will be right ready for our grand champion Jackpot yearling heifer as we welcome back our junior yearling champions. And so our grand champion junior yearling heifers is entry number 906, Boss Lake Miss Passion 414M from Bryn Yoder. And a reserve champion from that same class was entry number 905, Boss Lake Miss L 415M from Brooklyn Bolter. Our senior champion yearling heifers is champion was entry number 912, Rust Miss Beauty 422M from Riley Borison. And a reserve is entry number 915, RF Scream 4128 from Abby Rancier. These heifers are competing for our grand champion Jackpot yearling heifer. The grand champion will take home a check for $621.25, with the reserve getting $266.25. So over $600 up for grabs here. Just like to take this time to thank all of our sponsors of today's Jackpot show, as well as all of our volunteers, with both Buck and Renee Thompson, Janet Kerr, Jamie Ray Pittman, Crystal Fisk, and Aaron Steen. All of them have been helping out throughout, as well as our DLMS crew to my right. All of them have helped out make this show fantastic, and so thank you so much to all of our volunteers and sponsors for making this Jackpot show possible.
poured out in our glasses. You are something sweet. Sip you slow, then repeat. You're the habit I thought I could be, but old-fashioned love's got a hold on me. Baby, I don't care, I don't think I'd even mind. Between holding your hand, what I'm feeling in the bottles of wine. Cause you just might be something that could stick. Well, at least I put my money down on it. Cause to me our love is like an old-fashioned finest whiskey poured out in our glasses. You are something sweet. Sip you slow, then repeat. You're the habit I thought I could be, but old-fashioned love's got a hold on me. Old-fashioned love's got a hold on me. Yeah, old-fashioned love. We've had pain and let us go. We've been around enough to know that what this world really needs is something like you and me. Bitter with a touch of sweet, cold but it goes down with ease. Old-fashioned love is what this world really needs. Old-fashioned love. Old-fashioned love, yeah. 'Cause to me our love is like an old-fashioned finest whiskey poured out in our glasses. You are something sweet. Sip you slow, then repeat. You're the habit I thought I could be, but old-fashioned love's got a hold on me. Old-fashioned love. Old-fashioned love's got a hold on me. Old-fashioned love's got a hold on me.
Well, it's been a heck of an evening out here for the Jackpot show at Summer Synergy. And I'm honored to be out here, and I've had a blast sorting through the cattle and getting to know the kids over the judging camp yesterday and in the show ring here today for the Jackpot show. It's been an awesome experience for me, and I'm super happy to be able to get out here. And I'd just like to thank all the organizers for putting this together. We got a beautiful facility here in Olds here. Got the dome here with a good wind blocking us from the rain. It's real good. And the people behind it are even better. We got Daryl and Leela and everyone working behind the scenes to make this just a such smooth, fun experience for the juniors. 'Cause that's important to have these shows where it's not just coming to the show and get to do these summer junior show activities like your bowling and etc. That's great. And with that, a big thank you to Buck. Buck's been working extremely hard, not only just today racing around the ring, getting the cattle set where I need them to be, but every day leading up to this. He works his tail off. We definitely appreciate Buck for that. like I said, it's been a great show, and the last few days it's just been awesome in the judging camp to be able to teach and to give back and to help you guys. And I hope whether you're in the camp or you're in the shows today, you just took something away from it and got a valuable experience, whether it was learning or just having friends, good time with your friends. That's what it's all about. The Lord put us on the earth to serve and help people, and that applies here. And the older generation helping the younger and giving back, and that's very important. So I'm honored to do a small part of that and giving back to you guys, the judging camp and the show. And with that, I also tell you guys, with this industry that's given us so much with so opportunities, it's unlike any other. But with that, I challenge you guys and tell you guys to take advantage of that and capitalize to do something in return and yield back to the industry in your work ethic, because it can lead to so many opportunities down the road within the industry for jobs and networking and careers. There's many doors to be opened, so just keep that in mind. The cattle were awesome. I was thoroughly impressed. We started off with heat in Class 1, and it came all the way through to the top 10. It blew my expectations and what I was expecting, and that's impressive. I was very impressed. We got 4 elite cattle out here today, and there was elite cattle and very good cattle that got sent back to the barn today. The good structured cattle came up, and then there's some that do it with a little extra power, or bells or whistles, or have advantages in femininity. And it was great to work through and just see all that. And I wish you guys all the best down the road as they go into production for you guys. We got some awesome cattle out here. I think there's definitely some differences to make. I see out here we got the 2 heifers in front of me in the front line. Both are incredible females. I'd be fired up to breed off of either of them. I think one is just a bit bigger bellied, a little extra size, and one is just a little cleaner in her lines and her top line in the side, and chest sits into her a little well. Both are elite. Young lady in front of me, your heifer's going to win the show. She's awesome. It gets close for reserve between 2 exceptional cow prospects here that are both wicked good balanced, awesomely sound on their feet and legs, with tons of eye appeal, more than enough rib. I thought the black heifer here in front of me was just a bit more genuine in her length, from hooks, bone to pin, and her width down to the ground. But 2 elite females, young man with the black heifer, you're going to be my reserve champion.
Our grand champion, Jackpot yearling heifer, is entry number 906, Boss Lake Miss Passion, 414M from Bryn Yoder. And our reserve grand champion is entry number 912, Rust Miss Beauty, 422M from Riley Borison. Don't go too far away, folks. We've still got the bull calf class, as well as at the completion of the show, we will also be having our judges' comments on the photography competition, as well as the winners of the photography competition will be announced at that time. So make your way back to ringside if you have any interest in the photography competition. Now we're going to do some bull calves. We're starting here with entry number 924, Fairland Sold Out 1N from Sadie Howell. Entry number 925, Riverfront 4 Mile 508N from Paisley Robertson. Entry number 926, Morena Berry 8M from McKenna Webster. This is our one and only jackpot bull and slash steer class. And so for judges Landon Schutz and Judge Sawyer, as well as Sawyer Pohl, your class is complete. Let's give a round of applause for our fantastic judges of today. At stake in this class, our grand champion will get a check for $94.50, and a reserve champion will get a check for $40.50.
Well, I walked up to a mountain, followed a bird off there,
So I mentioned that we are going to announce our photography winners, so I will take the time now to announce them. We will also re-recognize them on Friday as well at the awards ceremony. But without further ado, our grand champion junior photographer is Tulsa Smith, and our reserve champion is Wyatt Wunsch. In the intermediate division, our champion was Mira Webster, and the reserve was London Matthews. In our senior division 1, our grand champion was Lily Howell, and the reserve champion was Rebecca Hess. And our senior division 2 champion was Maya Mackey, with the reserve champion being Paisley Robertson. So congratulations to all those individuals. We will also be presenting these awards and announcing it again on Friday. But congratulations to all those good photographers.
To climb and live forevermore. And I heard voices calling in my delirious state. They're saying something out in Spanish. That's when I went insane. Trouble finds you in worry. It sticks around to your day. Once you found a little darling, and she takes over your head. I started that story and forgot that this is a live recording, so now we can't use this song either. But she's gonna hear it eventually. So they can just mess it up now if they want. They can do whatever they want. Down from that mountain, I had to find me a job. Come in and live while selling gas and soda pops. One afternoon I was bothered because those thoughts, they don't end. Set me back up. Up to that mountain again. Trouble finds you in worry. It sticks around to your dead. Once you found a little darling, and she takes over your head. Trouble finds you in worry. It sticks around to your dead. Once you found a little darling, and she takes over your head. She will.
We got a nice class of bulls out here. Yesterday, in the judging camp, I was able to select one person for just their work ethic and how their improvement and just their dedication and attentiveness in the judging camp. I got Sawyer Pohl out here. I thought he was a very talented young man that I was lucky to meet this week, and I'm honored to have him out here today. Here's Sawyer Pohl. He's going to talk the class of 3 bulls.
Yeah, I think this is a really solid set of bull calves. We decided to go with a bull we thought was maybe a bit more flexible on the move in his hind end. One, you really got to appreciate the mass he has already. And I think one that was just the most complete bull in the class to take the class today. The black bull coming in second, we found maybe just wasn't quite had as much depth of body as the bull ahead of him. But one, when you get behind him, you really got to appreciate the hip and the width he has across his top. And I think those are both going to go on to big, great herd bulls. The bull rounding off the class, nothing against him. You get behind him, he's got tons of hip, he's got tons of bone. Maybe he just doesn't have the body as the 2 bulls ahead of him to compete. I think it's a really solid class, and these juniors deserve a huge round of applause for bringing out such great bull calves today.
Let's give one final thank you to great judge Sawyer Pohl, as well as Landon Schutz for judging and being part of the judging camp for today. Our champion bull calf is entry number 924. Fairland sold out 1-9 from Sadie Howell, with a reserve entry number 925. Riverfront 4 Mile 508N from Paisley Robertson. And third in that class was entry number 926, Marina Berry 8M from McKenna Webster. So that is the conclusion of our Jackpot show. Thank you, everybody, both in the ring or here in Olds and online for joining us today. I believe we're getting show team judging and showmanship started at about 8:30 tomorrow morning. So be sure to join us then in the tomorrow morning. We will be here for show team judging and showmanship, and then later on in the around noon, I believe, we will be starting the main show. So thanks so much for joining us today, and have safe travels if you're heading home, and be sure to join us for tomorrow.